The time has come. Lark 3.0 is officially live. I appreciate all of you guys being here. It's a very exciting day. We sent out the announcement about an hour ago with all of the changes. And so today we're going to be going over literally all of those changes. If you have questions, I understand when you bring something completely new to the industry, there's going to be questions, there's going to be some confusion. And so we're going to go over all of it today. And like I said, I might be feeling a little bit generous. So if you're engaged in the chat, let's have some traders try out the new one-step career program. Be engaged in the chat and we'll see what happens. But I'd also love to hear in the chat what you guys think about the new changes, the salary option, the new drawdown, the basically buy one get two tries. We've been working at this for months, and I really think that this is a good it's a big move for the industry, and I think for traders, it's the right move. Like I said, I just tried to build what I wanted to have when I was trying to become a full-time trader, and this is it, right? The hardest part about being a trader is, making money every single month. Wouldn't it be nice to, have a salary option where you can get paid literally if you're in drawdown? And that is what we built. So we're going to go over everything. Drop your questions in the chat. Let me know what feature you like the most about Lark 3.0. We're going to go over everything. So if you missed the announcement, first things first, very straightforward. Very straightforward. More drawdown. Everybody understands what drawdown is in the prop firm industry, and everybody loves more drawdown. And so that's what we're bringing you. This is probably one of the easiest improvements to understand that we're bringing. It is now the most drawdown in the industry for a one-step program. It is 7% drawdown, 5% daily loss limit. Now, some of you are probably thinking, "Oh, that's cool," but you must have increased the profit target from 10% to 12% or 13%. It must be a trailing drawdown. No. Okay, none of those. The profit target is still 10% and it is static, guys. There's no trailing drawdown. It is 7% static drawdown. So it's going to be much easier for you to pass 7% max drawdown, 10% target, only one phase, super simple. And that's part of the reason why we removed the two-step program, because myself as a trader, two steps is difficult, right? If I can have 7% max drawdown on a one step, most prop firms have 8% max drawdown on a two step. I'm obviously going to take the one step, and it's static. It doesn't trail. So just really, really straightforward, nice improvement there. And it is the most drawdown in the industry on a one-step program. So that is really, really cool for us to have. And again, for traders, it's just going to make it that much easier to pass. So this is one of the upgrades, one of the improvements that is honestly, hopefully, easy to understand. We'll talk a lot about the salary option because that's new, completely different. Nobody else has that. We've been working on this for months, but we understand it, but this is your first time seeing it. So it can take a little bit to wrap your head around. So 7% max drawdown on the one-step program. Now, if you guys want to, scroll through the website, I'll drop it in the chat right there. Okay. So 7% max drawdown. I said a bunch. I'm going to keep saying it. One-step program, 7% max drawdown, no trailing. Number two, be in drawdown, still earn a salary. So this is obviously 7% drawdown. Personally, I think would have made Lark 3.0 still exciting. It still would have been great. Nobody has that in the industry, but this is really the biggest change. You can be in drawdown and you can still earn a payout every single month. Now, for me, like I said, this is what I wish I had when I was trying to become a full-time trader. I'm not one of those flashy, guys on YouTube, those flashy traders that want to buy Rolexes, that want to buy Lambos. No, I'm very risk averse. I'm very conservative. I want freedom. I don't want to work for a boss that I hate. I don't want to work a job that I hate. And what's going to help me do that is just knowing that I can just have a little bit of comfort, a little bit of reassurance every month that if I don't make crazy profits, I can still pay my bills. And this is what we are bringing with the salary option. The idea is if you show professionalism, if you show discipline, if you show that you are risk managed, we will pay you even if you are in drawdown. So that's why I said before we launched this is not going to be for everybody. If you want to risk 5% per trade, if you want to flip accounts, if you want to, spend $5,000 on challenges to try and make $5,500 in payouts, this is not for you. But if you are willing to risk 1% per trade, if you are willing to show discipline and consistency, we will literally pay you if you are in drawdown. So let me break down for you guys how it actually works, get into the nitty gritty. A bunch of you just joined. If you missed the first update, 7% max static drawdown, no trailing drawdown. We didn't increase the profit target, 7% max static drawdown. So let me break down for you. I know it seems like a lot of text, but it's very straightforward. It's very simple, okay? The monthly simulated salary, how it works. There's only a few criteria that you need to hit, and it is these guys here, okay? In order to qualify for the monthly salary, you need to have your overall drawdown be above negative 3.5%. So if the max drawdown is 7%, right? Half of 7%. I don't do math in public, but last I checked, it's negative 3.5. So you can't be down more than half of your drawdown. Okay, that's it. But you can literally be down negative 3.5. You could be down 3%. You could be down 2% for the month. If in that month you had 5 profitable trading days that had a gain of 0.5% or more each, you're good. You're in business. All right. That's literally it. You also have to log your trades and track alpha.ai. It's our new in-house AI trading journal and coach. Let me just share that very, very quickly with you guys. I won't go into it right now, but this is all in-house. We built this all ourselves. It's the trading journal that I would have wanted. It's the AI coach that I would have wanted, completely free when you sign up for a one-step evaluation. You just have to track your trades, right? Because you can't improve if you don't track. Okay, I know a trading journal is super boring. But listen, making money is not boring, and this is how you're going to do it. So that's literally it. Okay. That's literally it. You have to have 5 profitable trading days of 0.5% more or each, or 0.5% or more. Okay. And maintain an overall drawdown better than negative 3.5%. That's it. I don't know about you. Let me know in the chat, but I think that's very reasonable. Okay. I think that's completely reasonable. And actually, sorry, things break when you have a new launch. You can't lose more than 1% per trade. Okay, that's it. So be risk managed. Okay, just don't lose more than 1% per trade. So we're gonna add that. Let me be very clear. Don't lose more than 1% per trade, because obviously we're trying to limit those traders that are just risking 5% per trade to qualify for this. Let me show you how it actually breaks down in the numbers, because this is when it gets really wild. You can realize that even if you didn't make money in a single month, you can earn a payout. So take a look at this. The monthly salary depends on the account size. The larger the account, okay, the larger the monthly salary is going to be. So on a 100K account, the monthly salary is $500. On the 200K account, our largest account size, the monthly salary is $1,000. On the 50K, it's $250. On the 25K, it's $125, and on the 10K, it's $50. Now, look at what's interesting here. If we use the 100K because it's easier for math, monthly salary, you have earned nothing for the month. You have earned 0%. 0%. You have not earned $1. Your monthly profit, assuming you hit the criteria that I said, so you had 5 profitable trading days of 0.5% each, okay? You logged all of your trades. You didn't lose more than 1% a month. We will pay you $500, okay? Now, what's crazy is take a look at this. This is 0%. What happens if you lose 1%? The monthly reward did not change. You will still get paid $500. What if you lost 2%? It did not change. You will still earn $500. Okay. What if you lose 3.5%? If you meet all of the other criteria, you will still earn $500 on the 100K account. Okay. If you're on the 200K account, you'll earn $1,000. If you're on the 10K account, you'll still earn $50. Okay. $50 can, buy you some groceries. You can go out to eat, it's still something. And as the account size grows, you will earn more money on it. We are literally the first prop firm to pay you, even if you are in drawdown. This is what I wanted when I was trying to become a full-time trader, and so we are bringing it to you. We're not going to pay you $10,000 base salary, okay? We can't do that. But this is enough to take some stress off the table. This is enough to say, you know what? I wasn't profitable this month, but if my rent is, $500, I've got some roommates, or depending on where you live, maybe $500 is enough to cover your rent. right? On a 200K account, you got $1,000. That's half your rent. Or, if your rent's $1,000, boom, you've got it right there and you didn't earn anything for that month. Okay. So to clarify, the monthly salary is available every 30 days. It's on a 30-day rolling period. Okay. So if you get your funded account on November 17th, right, you can request your salary on December 17th. But don't worry, we still have the regular payouts, which are bi weekly. Okay. So you can, like a regular job, you can get paid every 2 weeks, and every second cycle, you can earn your regular payout and your salary if you qualified for it. All right, so you get that little extra bonus. Okay. So again, you can see here, these are the payout sizes or the salary sizes that you can have here. We still have the weekly payout upgrade option available at checkout. So if you want to pay extra and you want to get payouts every single week, it won't change the salary. The salary will always be 30 days, right? Every 1 month period. But if you want your regular payouts, your regular 80% payouts to be weekly, you can absolutely purchase that at checkout. Now, again, for legal clarification, if you're wondering, this is not a real salary. It's a simulated salary. So if you're expecting to get, paid time off, if you're expecting to get, X compensation for labor, no, it is not a real salary in that sense. You're still an independent contractor. Okay. It's a performance-based contractor payout. Okay. So that is the salary option. Again, if you just joined recently, that is upgrade number 2. Upgrade number 1, 7% max drawdown on the one step, the most in the industry. And now be in drawdown and still earn a salary. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to look at the chat and let me see if you guys have any questions specifically regarding the monthly salary option. Hannah says this is such a great launch. I'm so happy to hear that. To join the career traders. Is a salary scalable? Tabitha says, is a salary scalable by any metric over time? No, the salary is not scalable. If you want to earn more money, you get 80% payouts from your profits, right? So if we scroll here, you can see, okay, let's say you made 5%, right? On the 100K account, your total payout is 4250. So if you want to scale and earn more, make more profit. But again, at least you have that base floor right there where even if you're losing money, you have that payout. Somebody says, Nelson says, if I don't place a trade that month, would I still qualify for the monthly salary? No, right? So remember, in order to qualify for the monthly salary, you have to have those 5 profitable trading days at 0.5% each. Okay. So that's what you have to do to qualify. Now, listen, what happens if you make 3% in a month, but you don't qualify for the salary because you had maybe 4 great trades and you didn't hit the 5 profitable days? No problem. You won't qualify for the salary, but you're still going to get your payout. You're still going to get your 80% payout. You're still going to be receiving that. You're still going to be making money, right? So don't confuse it too much. You're still going to get that standard 80% payout, but the salary is a bonus on top of that. It just makes it that much better. So remember, you have to meet those criteria. Let's see the course. Thomas says, that's it. Lark is better than FTMO. That's very kind of you. Nelson says, what do you think about daily payout option? Not something we're bringing. I think, weekly is more than fast enough. Somebody says, can you still earn a salary if you earn profit on your account? Yes. So remember, you have to meet those criteria. Okay. As long as you meet those criteria in a 30-day period, you have those 5 profitable days, you don't lose more than 1% in a single trade, you're good to go. Newton says, are weekly payouts still available? Yes. You can purchase those at checkout. Ghazi says this is one of the best conditions I have ever seen. Really happy to hear that. Prop firms already enforce discipline, and this is a good thing. Let's see. If you guys have any questions, just drop them in the chat. We'll keep going on because no, this is not the only upgrade that we have brought. Mathieu says, what's the max allocation per strategy? The max allocation is 200K currently. Shaquille says, so the salary is for 3 months only. Yes, the salary is available for 3 consecutive months. So if you earn it for 3 months, you can still keep earning the 80% payouts on your account, but the salary is no longer available. But don't worry, you can purchase another evaluation, you can pass, and you can start earning that salary again. But yes, the salary is available for 3 consecutive months. Maestros9 says, what if I made 5%? Well, we'll come over to this handy dandy calculator. If you make 5% on a 100K account, your monthly payout is $42.50, right? So you get that base salary plus 80% of your payouts. What if we lose more than 1%? If you lose more than 1% per trade, you don't qualify for the monthly salary because we want traders to be risk managed. But if you lose more than 1% and you still have gains in your account, you'll still receive the 80% profit split. So don't worry, don't overcomplicate it. All of the payouts are the same, 80% biweekly payouts. But if you meet this criteria, you can earn that base salary. I can't seem to see the pricing for the 3-step. You can see all of the pricing at the checkout page on this guy right here. Nelson says, is a salary per account or per email? The salary is per account. Tabitha says it's 1% per trade or overall. It is 1% per trade. Matthew says he'll be buying an account. I appreciate that. What else? What if for whatever reason, Xavier says, what if for whatever reason you don't log your trades in the track alpha? If you don't log your trades, you won't qualify. But listen, we're people. You're people. We want to work with you. If you qualify for the salary and we notice, hey, you didn't journal your trades, just go in, journal your trades, right? It has to be done. Again, I know it's boring, but it's to reward traders that are working hard, that are putting in the work. I get it. Trading journals are boring, but if you're actually tracking your statistics, if you're actually explaining why you took the trades, you're going to improve as a trader. So yeah, you have to do it to qualify. Somebody says per trade or trade idea. It is per trade idea, I guess, right? Like if you open, 5 positions of XAU, you can't lose more than 1% on that trade idea, I guess. What happens if I reach negative 6% in drawdown, but at the end of the month with 3%? Okay, this is an excellent question. What happens if you reach 6% drawdown in the month, but by the end of the month, you have 3% drawdown? Do you still receive the salary? And the answer is yes. Okay. Yes, you will still receive it. If you go below negative 3.5% drawdown, if you go to 4%, 5%, 6%, 6.99999%, but then you bring it back up before the end of the month and you still meet the other criteria, you had your 5 profitable trading days, you will still qualify for the monthly salary. So don't think, oh man, I'm down more than negative 3.5%. I can never qualify for the salary. You can. Work hard, get back up above negative 3.5%, meet the other criteria, and you're good to go. You can do it. Okay. Trent says, do you copy trade profitable traders and Lark accounts for this to be sustainable? We've always tried to monetize data long term. I've been transparent on that. It's very difficult to do. If you're asking how is this if you're asking how is this sustainable, I mean, we have the data over 3 years of what this will look like on our end. And the reason why I said before launching this, that it's not going to be for everybody, it's because it's expensive, right? We're not running discounts. It is probably the most expensive evaluation in the industry, but I think the value far exceeds it. So the price reflects the value. There is no scaling plan currently. If you want to scale, have more accounts. So if you make 5%, Maestro's 9 says, so if you make 5%, you make an additional 4,250. Not quite. Okay. If you make 5%, your total payout on a 100K account is 4,250. It's not 4,250 plus the salary. Okay. This is the total payout. So your monthly salary is $500. And then if you get up to 5%, the total. So it's 80% of any gains above 1%, I believe is the calculation. So do I get the salary? So I get salary for 3 months and that's all. Why only 3 months for the salary? Fun for All says, because that's just how we made it. We can't offer, a salary indefinitely. It's a 3-month opportunity. If you want more salaries, just purchase more accounts. Somebody says, why do you have a trailing drawdown for instant accounts? Because that's kind of the nature of instant accounts, of de-risking it. It's still 8% max drawdown and it locks in. It becomes static after 8%. So it's only trailing for a period. Somebody says, Nelson says, so if I reach max allocation after 3 months, I can't get the salary anymore. No, that's not exactly how it works. After 3 months, those accounts can't receive the salary. You would need to purchase a new account. How about other account types? So no, the salary option is only available on the 1-step account. It's not available on the instant. It's not available on the 3-step. Okay, so the instant is still there if you don't want to take an evaluation, and the 3-step is there if you want something that's a little bit more affordable, no daily loss limit. If you guys are just joining, again, the upgrade so far that we've gone over, there's still more to go over. It's 7% max drawdown on the one step, the most drawdown in the industry, and be in drawdown, still earn a salary. Okay, so if you're down negative 3.5%, but you have 5 minimum profitable trading days, you are good to go. I'll even drop in the chat here the FAQ page so you guys can take a look at that. I'm taking a look at the chat again. Looking forward to getting an account. The max allocation is currently 200K. E. Luzon says, how many 200K accounts can I manage in parallel? The max allocation is 200K right now. Correct, Trent. It's only it's a salary for 3 months. Lark funding, more like God funding. That's funny. Thank you, Xavier. Can I also get the salary on evaluation stage or only on funded stage? The salary is only available on the funded stage. Okay, so you still have to pass the evaluation. It's now easier because of the 7% max drawdown and what I'm about to go over next, which is another major upgrade. Yeah, it's only on the funded phase. Fun for All says, if I have a 50K for 4 accounts, I'll receive 12 months salary based on. If you have 4 50K accounts at the same time, it would be 4 salaries for 3 months, not for 12 months. Discovering says, Lark 3.0 is changing the prop industry. I'm happy to hear that. Does the salary window start from account purchase or from first trade? Excellent question, Ivelo. The salary window begins on the first day that you receive your funded account, right? You don't have to take a trade right away. It's just the first day that you receive it, okay? So like I said, if you receive your funded account on November 17th, okay, your 30-day window would end on December 17th, okay? So 30 days. How many one-step challenges can I buy? There's no limit except for the max allocation of funded accounts, which is currently 200K. Trent says, are there any news restrictions for the one-step? No, we don't do news restrictions here. That's nonsense. No news restrictions. So keep the questions coming. We're going to go to upgrade number 3 because this one is, I mean, these are also great. These are also great. These 2 are great, but the third one is, equally great. Moving on to upgrade number 3 again. If you just joined, 7% max drawdown, be in drawdown, still earn a salary. On to upgrade number 3, fail once, get a free retry. So if you've gone over to our checkout page, which is right here, you'll notice they're expensive. All right. I'm not going to hide it. And that's why I said originally, this isn't for traders that are looking for cheap challenges. This is really a world-class program that's going to give you a payout, even if you're in drawdown. But what you need to understand is that basically moving forward, every evaluation comes with 2 tries. It's basically now always a buy 1, get 2. All right. So keep that in mind when you're seeing the prices. Okay. You're going to get 2 tries. You're doubling your chances of passing, of getting funded, of earning those payouts. Fail once, get a free retry. So the question is, how does this work? This is something we've had on our 3-step program for a while, where you could receive a 75% discount to take a new challenge. However, we thought 75% discount, that's pretty sweet. Wouldn't free be better though? Wouldn't 100% be better? And we said, yes, 100% free is better. So this is how it works. Let's pull it up to the Smart Restart Guarantee. Every evaluation now includes 2 attempts. So again, remember, when you're buying this evaluation, it's not like another prop firm where you buy it, you fail. Oh, here's a 20% discount to try again. No. You get 2 tries. A second evaluation attempt at no cost. If your first attempt fails, but you traded within the required risk parameters, you qualify for a free retry. And it is very, very simple to qualify. Again, we're rewarding risk managed and disciplined traders. No individual trade can incur a loss greater than 1% of the account balance. So simple. Don't lose a trade that is more than 1%. Easy. Okay. Again, when I wanted to become a full-time trader, these are the rules that I wish I had. Okay. So if you want to risk more, I don't recommend it, but go ahead. Okay. If you want to risk 1.2%, 1.5%, 2%, that is your choice. We have in our FAQ, we recommend our recommended risk threshold of 1.5%. But listen, 1% is plenty on a 100K account, 200K account, 50K account. I don't care what it is. 1% is plenty. And number 2, your maximum overall drawdown must remain better than negative 5%. That's it. So in order to qualify, Don't risk more than 1% per trade, and don't be down more than 5%. So if you are down 5%, the challenge isn't going so well for you, you can surrender your account, and we will email you with a 100% discount code for a new evaluation. It's as simple as that. Okay. You make a few mistakes, trading is difficult, market doesn't go the way that you expected. Oh man, I have to pay full price for another valuation. Oh, okay, I'm going to get a 20% discount, but I still got to pay 80% for new evaluation. No. Okay. You were risk managed because you didn't lose more than 1% per trade. And you realize, okay, things aren't going my way. I'm down 5%, I'm down 4%, whatever it is. Let me surrender my account. Let me get a free retry. 100% discount code will be emailed to you immediately. So in your dashboard, there'll be a button that says surrender the account, right? If you meet the criteria, a surrender account button will appear in your dashboard. Clicking it immediately surrenders your current account and triggers issuance of a 100% discount code for a new evaluation. Okay, so a couple important notes. You can surrender your account at any time once you qualify. So if you're down 1% and for whatever reason you wanna surrender it, you can. The discount code is valid once per evaluation. And if your drawdown, again, we're being generous here. If your drawdown briefly exceeds -5%, so if it goes down to 6%, but later returns to 5% or better, you can still qualify. Just like the salary option. If you're down 5%, but you bring it back up, you can still qualify. Okay. So every evaluation is now a buy one, get two. Okay. So let me take a look at the chat if you guys have any questions about this one. Gazi says, Matt, does this whole career bundle apply only on one-step challenge? Yes. The instant and the three-step has not changed. This applies to the one-step career program. We are using our trading platforms are CTrader, DXTrade, and MatchTrader. CTrader is my personal favorite. Unfortunately, it's not available to US clients. DXTrade is my second favorite because it has a TradingView integration. We have to talk about TradingView too. Ivelo likes the surrender account. I'm happy to hear that. When are we bringing MT5? No plans yet. It's very expensive, but if you guys purchase a bunch of evaluations, maybe we'll bring it back. Newton says, what if you lose 1.02% on a single trade? Our system won't automatically allow you to surrender the account if you exceed a 1% loss. So maybe to be safe, you want to set your stop loss to 0.98%. But like I said, we're people, right? If you have 10 losses that are all within, if you have 10 losses at 1%, and the system's not giving you the surrender account button because you had one that went 1.02, just email us. We'll give you the code. Okay. So we're people, we're humans. Fikri says, if I buy a 200K account and get 3 months salary, I can buy 200K account again. Yes, that is correct. You can use your salary to purchase more valuations. Narco says, I will join and try to get funded because a funded merch promised me that you'll sign it. That's so funny. Yes, we'll talk about funded trader merch. We're going to give our funded traders some merch. And yeah, if I can remember, I'll try and sign it for you. Discovering says, just one question. Who is behind this genius idea? Well, I very much appreciate you saying it's a genius idea. That's nice. But really it's the team. It's the team that works behind the scenes. Unfortunately, they don't get the credit that they deserve, but they know who they are. So it is all the team behind it. Can I pay with crypto? Tata, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Yes, you can pay with credit card. You can pay with crypto. We accept crypto. Any plans for Trade Locker? Not currently. Not currently for Trade Locker. Is the free retry for both the funded and evaluation phases? Great question. It is only for the evaluation phase. Yeah. So you can't get like a free second funded account. That would be too crazy. We're already giving you a salary if you're in drawdown, 7% max drawdown, and the free retry. So yeah, so that is going on there. What is the max funded for one-step career option? The max funding currently is 200K. And we are paying out via RiseWorks currently. Gazi said, any plans to get MT5? Like I said, MT5 one day could be great. It's on the radar, but it's very, very expensive. So, depending on how this launch goes, if you guys want MT5, support us and we'll try and pay you back with MT5 one day. Boss 8 says, are there still profit caps / limits? Yes, we have a $10,000 daily gain limit. I don't know about you, but I would love to make $10,000 in a single day. So yeah, that's the only limit that we have is, at $10,000, that's the daily gain limit, but I don't see that as very restrictive. So that is number 3. Now, just to recap here, number 1, 7% max drawdown, the most drawdown in the industry. Okay, 7% max drawdown. Be in drawdown, still earn a salary. We went over the salary option. If you have more questions about the salary, drop it in the chat. And now fail once, get a free retry. Let's go on to number 4, because of course, yes, there's more. There is more. Buy an evaluation, get 30 days of TradingView for free. The truth is, okay, the traders with the best tools have the best chances of success. If you're trying to trade on your mobile phone and you're getting all these ad pop-ups, if you're on your laptop and you're getting all these ad pop-ups, it's insanely annoying. Okay, so we thought, well, we should really arm our traders with the best tools. And because of that, when you buy an evaluation, you will get 30 days of a TradingView subscription for free. Now, TradingView, unfortunately, has been a little slow in giving us the coupon codes. So if you purchase today, if you purchase this week, unfortunately, you won't get it this week, but it is coming. We're waiting on them. It's in the process. It's official. We're getting this done. But just the caveat is, if you purchase today, you won't get it. You won't get it this week, unfortunately, but we're hounding them for it. It is the standard TradingView subscription. The premium one is super expensive, and it's a bunch of tools that I don't personally need. But you get rid of the ads, you can have more alerts with the standard one. So you'll get 30 days of free TradingView. Discovering says, is there any consistency rule in the one step? No, there are no consistency rules in the one step. Okay. Grandpa says, which crypto is accepted for payment? We have a bunch of different crypto options. So just go to our checkout, and you'll see all the options off the top of my head. Yeah. What else? It's not TradingView Premium. It's let me see, TradingView subscriptions. It will get rid of all the ads. You'll have more alerts. It's the one that I used to pay for, that I wanted. So do monthly. This is the Essential Plus. I think it's the premium's like expensive, but I don't need like all this crazy. I don't need intraday Renko. I think it's the Essential. So again, it's just a nice little perk. It's one of those things. I hate having subscriptions. I already have so many subscriptions in my life. I don't want to put my credit card in. I don't want to get billed $15 a month. So again, it's we're not discovering gravity here, but it's a nice little perk to at least get rid of the ads, have more alerts on your phone, because for me, alerts are really, really important. So every evaluation is going to come with that 30-day subscription. Narco says, as you promised, no more stupid discounts. Your idea is premium, so be a premium prop firm. I've been following Lark since launching, but never tried it myself. Small firm, but comes this far. Wow. That's really nice of you to say, Narco. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, listen, we're done with discounts. If you guys are waiting for a discount, if you want a 10%, 50%, 20% discount, we're done. We're done with discounts. Like I said, this is not going to be for everybody. I understand it's more expensive, but I think the value far exceeds the price of it. Prop firms that run discounts, nobody wins, right? The prop firm doesn't make money and the trader doesn't get a great service. We are trying to offer an amazing, amazing service. This is what I wanted. So it's not going to be for everybody. We're not running discounts. If we run a discount, it'll probably be 3 times a year, and I'll be completely transparent on when it will be. It will be on June 1st, because that's when we launched the company. So that's our anniversary. It'll be on Boxing Day. It'll be on Black Friday. We already ran our Black Friday promo with the buy one, get 3. We have something special coming. It's like a very high-end offer for just 15 traders. It's no discount. So if you're waiting for a discount, it's not coming. And then maybe something on Black Friday, but not a discount. Okay. It'll be more of like bundles and different sort of things. So again, no discounts. If you're waiting for a discount, we are no longer the firm that is running discounts. We're very confident in the value that we're providing here. It's a completely different program. There's no discounts. That's my speech. Somebody said, I was asking like, how many 200K one-step accounts can I buy? So the max funding on the one-step is 200K. So you could theoretically only buy one 200K at a time. What are the payout options? We process payouts via RiseWorks. So they offer a variety of payout options such as crypto, bank withdrawals, all that sort of stuff. Tabitha, I appreciate the kind words. Let me pull up the chat here. Is there any consistency rules? No consistency rules. Ashley says, Matt, Lark is the best. I appreciate that. Can I buy 2 career one-step 200K accounts? Amo says, unfortunately, the max allocation right now is 200K. So just one at a time. So that's what's going on with that. So again, okay, 30 days of TradingView for free. Okay. Buy once or fail once, get a free retry. So every evaluation is now basically a buy one, get two. Okay. Be in drawdown, still earn a salary, and need extra room, 7% max drawdown. The most drawdown across the industry at 7%. No consistency rules, no news restrictions. The profit target's still 10%. That's why we removed the two-step program. Why would you take a two-step, which often has 8% max drawdown with two phases, when you can have a simple one-step 7% max drawdown? The payout frequency is bi-weekly. You can purchase weekly payouts if you want at checkout, but the payout frequency is bi-weekly, and the monthly salary is every 30 days. Okay, Discovering says, shout out to your team for these brilliant and innovative ideas. I really, really appreciate that. Amo says, what if I am trading with my girlfriend because we trade together? Yeah, I mean, that should be fine as long as you guys aren't trying to do anything, fishy, yeah, that's fine. I mean, do we receive through Rise Pay or crypto or bank transfer, since lots of people are not from the US? Zenpire, yes. So all payouts are processed through RiseWorks. Doesn't really matter for the most part what country you're in. All major countries can use RiseWorks. We send the payout to RiseWorks, and then you can withdraw it through a variety of methods: bank transfer, crypto. They offer a variety of different methods. I've heard issues with Rise. Why don't you introduce other payout options? So Nelson says, I've heard issues with Rise. I don't know what other prop firms are doing. Rise has been excellent with us. We have had no issue with Rise aside from it being expensive. There's that $40 processing fee, but I don't listen to all of the noise. People that are having KYC issues, there's something sketchy going on with those cases. We've been using them for probably almost 18 months, 2 years. I don't know how long it's been. It's been well over a year. No problem. So don't listen to all of that noise. Nelson says, what's the idea behind removing the two steps and keeping the three-step accounts? The three-step accounts are more affordable, and it's a great, if people want to use a prop firm valuation to learn, the three-step is really great for that. I am going to buy once I see more consistency. Ashley, yeah, don't rush it, guys. Don't rush it. If you're, I think this is the best program in the industry, but still, if you're not ready, there's no point in signing up if you're not ready. Just pay via crypto. It's faster to me. Yeah, we accept crypto. Xavier says, free retry is a goated feature. The peace of mind is worth more than money. I appreciate that. Like I said, buy one, get two. It's a cool feature. I really think the value that we're providing, it far exceeds the price. If I go down, because I'm sure there's features that I've actually missed. Don't listen to this. Oh yeah, well, the three-step does sort of have the buy one, get two. But let me take a look at everything that's going on here. So we're on the one-step 100K account. The target, again, we didn't raise the target. 10% max drawdown, 7% daily loss limit. Some people probably thought, oh, you're going to tighten up the daily loss limit to 2%, 3%. Didn't move it. 5%. No consistency rules, no minimum trading days. Bi-weekly payouts is available, obviously, on the funded phase. The leverage, standard for one step, plenty of room, 30-1. Now, what do you get? You get the 3-month salary, so it's $1,500 if you qualify each month, so it's $500 a month. You get the free challenge retry, right, which is $800, but we're going to give it to you for free. You get the 30-day TradingView subscription, which is $50. You're going to get it for free. The AI Trading Journal and Coach, so trackalpha.ai, is $100 a month. So for 3 months, it's $300, right? We spent a ton of money, a ton of time on building it. It's free. Funded Trader merch, also free. And Career Advisor, we are working on this where you can literally get in touch with somebody and they can go through everything that you're struggling with, your onboarding process and everything. And that's $1,000. So again, for the 100K account, total value $3,700, and it's $800 for the 100K account. So those are all of the features there. Again, monthly salary, we've got it. Other prop firms don't. Free second retry, other prop firms don't have it. We have it. Max drawdown, 7%. A good prop firm on the one step will have 6%. There's still some around there with 5%. Profit target 10%. There's some other ones too that are higher at 10% or at 11, 12, 13. I've even seen like 14%. Daily loss limit 5%. Other prop firms are 4%. The worst, consistency rules. I've been saying it, shouting it from the mountaintops all year. Consistency rules are the worst. We don't have any. News restrictions, we don't have any. Bi-weekly payouts, most prop firms are monthly. 30-day TradingView subscription, we have. Others don't. AI journaling, AI trading coach, and 24/7 trading advisor. 4.6 stars on Trustpilot. So that is what's going on there. So again, remember the main thing here, 7% max drawdown. Be in drawdown, still earn a salary. Okay. Fail once, get a free retry. So it's a buy one, get two, and you'll get 30 days of TradingView for free. And again, we haven't even gone over the Track Alpha AI. I won't go over it today, but I'm quite excited about it. I think it's a really good platform. Taking a look back at the chat, let's see what's going on here. Nelson says he's impressed with the new features. I'm really happy to hear that. I don't understand how to calculate the margin. I'm scared if I break margin rules. Listen, just be risk managed. Don't lose more than 1.5% per trade. And the margin rules, we can be a little bit flexible depending on what you're trading. We just don't want traders that are going full margin on every trade. Like I've said in this stream, we're people. You're people. We're willing to work together. Okay. Just we're not interested in working with traders that are just going to full margin their entire account. Okay. If you're risk managed, if you're not losing more than 1.5% per trade, don't stress about it. Okay. Zempire says, excuse me, I cannot afford as per now, but I'm sure they're going to be part of Lark funding once I start earning. Really appreciate the support. Gazi says, Matt, should I meet the 10% profit and decide to withdraw everything? Do I still breach the account? Excellent question. Let me repeat it. If you meet the 10% profit and decide to withdraw everything, do I still breach the account? No. This lock upon payout rule that we used to have on all of our programs, it was our most hated rule, only applies to instant funding accounts. Okay, the drawdown on our one step is static. 7% static. It does not move. It doesn't matter. It doesn't move when you trade. It doesn't move when you request a payout. It does not move. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. What is the largest payout Lark has completed? The record payout for a trader was $50,000. Not in one payout. It was over several payouts. It was a trader in the US of $50,000. Amo says, is the salary lifetime or just for 3 months? It is for 3 months. Okay, so you can qualify each month up to 3 months, and then you can keep earning 80% payouts, but the salary will no longer be available. And if you want the salary again, just purchase another valuation. Okay. 3 months. Matt, do I still, okay, answer that question. Is the one-step drawdown type trailing or static? Sahib asks, is the drawdown trailing or static? Guys, do you think I would have posted online Lark 3.0, amazing update, right? If it was trailing? Okay. Nobody likes trailing drawdown. Drop a heart in the chat if you hate trailing drawdown. It is static. There is no trailing drawdown in the one-step program. It is static. So that is what's going on there. Okay. What will happen to old accounts? Will there be the same benefit? No. So this is just for new accounts. Old accounts are not impacted at all. They still have the same rules that existed when they purchased the account, but this is just for new accounts. And hopefully you guys can understand why, because it's just a completely different program. So we couldn't like retroactively, do it. No trailing only. Yeah, I see all the hearts coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, nobody likes the trailing drawdown. That's why we have static. I already have previous two-step accounts and evaluation. Can I buy a 200K career bundle? I think that will probably be fine. Trade Blitz. Why don't you email us to confirm? But yes, that should be fine to still purchase the 200K. Hate. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. Nobody likes the trailing drawdown. So it's 7% max drawdown. Zempire says, once we're in profit of like 7-8%, can we risk about 1%? Like 1%, 2% or more on the profit we have made. Yeah, we still don't really want you to increase your risk more. For the salary, if you're increasing your risk to 2% and you have a losing trade, you're not going to qualify for the salary anymore, right? So your salary, to qualify for the salary, remember, for those of you guys that weren't here from the beginning, you have to be above 3.5% drawdown, 5 profitable days, and in here you can't lose more than 1%. I have to add that immediately, right? So you can't lose more than 1% per trade. So that's the important part. Let me remind you guys of what the salary sizes are. So on the 10K account, the monthly salary is $50. Okay. On the 25K account, it's $125. On the 50K account, it's $250. On the 100K account, it's $500 a month. And on the 200K, it's $1,000 a month. And again, that is if you don't make any money if your monthly profit is negative 3.5%. Theo Apothos says, why do you keep skipping my question? I've asked twice. I don't know what your question is. So please ask it again. The chat's moving a lot, so I can't keep track of everything. Sometimes I'm looking at the screen. Sometimes I'm not. Narco says there is no lock on payout thing, right? Correct. There is no lock upon payout on the one-step program. You're good to go. Sahib says any promo for Black Friday. There is no discount for Black Friday. There is a very expensive bundle that will be available to 15 traders only. Okay, so if you're waiting for a discount, nothing for Black Friday. We had the buy one, get three. If you have a lot of money, we're doing something special for 15 traders that want to have $1 million in evaluations, over $1 million in evaluations. Fikri says, can I save my career salary until 3 months and withdraw all in one payout? Yes, if you want to save on the RiseWorks processing fee, if you want to just receive your salary at the end of the 3 months in one shot, no problem, we can do that. So Zempire says, so we will not be receiving salary, though risking 2% on profit. Yeah, so you can't, if you're risking 2% per trade and you have a losing trade, then you breach that 1% rule. So you can still qualify for your payout of 80%, but you wouldn't qualify for that salary. So Heap says, what kind of bundle could you please elaborate? I won't give out all the details, but again, it's going to be for Black Friday. It'll be a bundle that will only be available to 15 traders, very, very limited, very expensive. And we're going to give them an opportunity to go past our max allocation of 200K. It's going to be a bundle that will have over $1 million in evaluation. So really for traders that are ready for 2026, they want to, go to the moon. It'll be for them. Theo Apothos says, what will happen to old accounts? Will they still enjoy the same benefit? Yeah, I answered this one, but no, this does not apply to old accounts. This is only for new accounts. Obviously, you can see that there's so many changes that we can retroactively apply to old accounts. So old accounts aren't impacted. They still have all the same rules that they had when they purchased, but this is just for new accounts. 0.5% for 5 days looks much. Why not 3 days for those who don't trade much? Nelson says, listen, you can still earn the 80% payout. I think 5, it's easy to remember. It's 5 and 5. I think it's very reasonable. 0.5% is not a lot of a gain per trade. It's very reasonable. That's just how we put it. Will there, hold on. Ogunsakin says, is the monthly salary for life? The monthly salary is available for 3 months. Okay. Will there be an addition of other trading platforms like TradeLocker? No plans for TradeLocker. Maybe MT5 in the future. 3.0 is just for new purchases. What about the current accounts? Again, the current accounts are not impacted, but they don't get these new benefits. This is a completely new program. Okay, so this is just for new purchases. $50 salary minus for. So Duke says $50 salary, $40 processing fee. Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, RiseWorks has a $40 processing fee. So for the smaller accounts, what we would likely do is combine it with your regular payout, so that you only have to pay it once. And we try and work with traders. Listen, if you've only earned $50, we'll try and reduce the fee as much as we can. It's what RiseWorks charges us. So we're not trying to be greedy. Like it's just what they charge us. So we pass it on to our traders. But yeah, it's a good point. If your monthly salary is $50 and the processing fee is $40, we'll try and find a way to figure it out. Somebody, Narco says, you're still with Prop Firm Match. If so, what about their exclusive discounts? No more exclusive discounts with Prop Firm Match. They need to update their website. We need to let them know. But yeah, that 5% discount code is no longer valid. No more discount codes with us. So if we're not giving discount codes to our traders, no other platform is going to be giving out discount codes. What about trading another position into already existing running position, like pyramiding? I mean, we allow adding to a losing position. We allow adding to winning position. So that should be fine. Sahib says, man, I always watch all your YouTube videos and I want to make a request that you can please make a video on how to keep your funded account for a longer time. Sure, I'll try and make a video on that. I appreciate the comment. Okay, so do you guys have other questions? We went over all of the crazy changes. Again, you're good to go. Number 3, buy one, get two. You get 2 tries and buy an evaluation. You get 30 days of TradingView for free. So those are all of the changes with Lark 3.0. If you guys missed the beginning of the stream, you'll be able to watch it over. I posted a video on my channel. So I posted a video on my channel so you guys can watch that. Now I did promise um, some accounts. So let me take a look at the chat here. Let me take a look at the chat to see how we are feeling. I'm feeling generous. It's a big day, Lark 3.0. I'm feeling generous. I've only had one coffee, but I'm feeling generous. You guys have been here, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. Listen, I've always said Lark is nothing without you guys. The fact that you are taking time out of your day, it's Monday, you all have things to do. Listen, I really, really appreciate it. I'm not just saying that in like a, I don't know, fake way. I've always said if it wasn't for you guys who support Lark, who watch my channel, who leave comments, listen, we would be nothing. A prop firm is nothing without their traders, and so I really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, this isn't for everybody. I understand that it's very expensive, right? A 100K account or 200K account is not going to be disposable to everybody. Okay, it is expensive, and I understand, but we're really trying to offer a world-class service to traders that support us. And again, you're here. It's 43 people here. I really, really appreciate it, and I don't mean that in a fake way. I mean it very, very seriously. I don't take any of this for granted. So I really appreciate you guys being here. That said, let me take a look at the chat. Like I said, we were going to give away a few accounts, and how cool would it be that, rather than giving away, 3-step accounts, let's give away, a couple of career accounts. And there's no 5K accounts anymore. So let's give away a couple of 10K accounts. Let's see what's going on here. I'm just scrolling through the chat, seeing what kind of comments you guys left. Let's see here. I'm scrolling. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, I was pasting into the chat. So Ivelo and Nelson. Oh, that's funny. Nelson, you dropped it right before I did. So Ivelo and Nelson, you guys, I can't okay. Ivelo and Nelson, you guys, we're gonna give you out 2 10K one-step accounts. So I appreciate you guys being here, dropping all these questions. And so email us support@larkfunding.com, and we'll send those out. Just show some proof of who you are. One more question here. For the negative 3.5% loss limit, does it mean once you go below the threshold, you won't get the monthly salary, or when you're above the threshold by the end of the month, you will get the salary? Great question. I did cover it earlier, but it was a long live stream, so don't worry. If you go to negative 4%, negative 5%, but at the end of the month, you bring it back up and you meet all the other criteria, you can still qualify. So don't think, oh, I'm negative 4%, it's game over, I can't qualify. You can. Bring that account back up and you'll be good to go. Okay. So again, I really appreciate you guys being here. I hope you're hyped about all of the upgrades, all of the changes. Congrats to Avelo and Nelson on that account. I do these live streams every morning. So if you guys have questions tomorrow or even today, I'll be in the Discord. Email us support@larkfunding.com if you have questions. I'm not going anywhere, but if you do like these live streams, I do this every morning. Go over, Lark stuff, go over what's going on in the market and all of that stuff. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Have a great day and welcome to Lark 3.0. Hopefully it built up to the hype. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great, great day. All the best.